Hello, and welcome back to Bible Wits Bible Corner. Today we're going to be reading Acts chapter 19, verses 25 through 32, starting with the English Standard Version. These he gathered together with the workmen in similar trades and said, Men, you know that from this business we have our wealth. And you see and hear that not only in Ephesus, but in almost all of Asia, this Paul has persuaded and turned away a great many people, saying that gods made with hands are not gods. And there is danger, not only that this trade of ours may come into a disrepute, but also that the temple of their great goddess Artemis may be counted as nothing, and that she may even be deposed from her magnificence, she whom all Asia and all the world worship. When they heard this, they were enraged and were crying out, Great is Artemis of the Ephesians. So the city was filled with the confusion, and they rushed together into the theater, dragging with them Gaius and Aristarchus, Macedonians, who were Paul's companions in travel. But when Paul wished to go in among the crowd, the disciples would not let him. And even some of the Asiarchs, who were friends of his, sent to him and were urging him not to venture into the theater. Now some cried out one thing, some another, for the assembly was in confusion, and most of them did not know why they had come together. New Century Version. Demetrius had a meeting with them and some others who did the same kind of work. He told them, Men, you know that we make a lot of money from our business, but look at what this man Paul is doing. He has convinced and turned away many people in Ephesus and in almost all of Asia. He says, Gods made with human hands are not real. There is a danger that our business will lose its good name, but there is also another danger. People will begin to think that the temple of the great goddess Artemis is not important. Her greatness will be destroyed, and Artemis is the goddess that everyone in Asia and the whole world worships. When the others heard this, they became very angry and shouted, Artemis, the goddess of Ephesus, is great. The whole city became confused, and people grabbed Gaius and Aristarchus, who were from Macedonia and were traveling with Paul, and ran to the theater. Paul wanted to go in and talk to the crowd, but the followers did not let him. Also, some leaders of Asia who were friends of Paul sent him a message begging him not to go into the theater. People were shouting one thing and some were shouting another. The meeting was completely confused. Most of them did not know why they had come together. All right. So here we see what the trouble is. These people that are making these silver objects, again, as it says, made by human hands, so not real gods, but they are trying to convince all of the people that buy these objects that what Paul is doing is wrong, and that, hey, us making our money is more important than what Paul is teaching. So this created a little bit of confusion, and a couple of Paul's companions were snagged up, sent into the theater. The theater is kind of what I want to focus on here. People were shouting different things when they got into the theater. And it even says they had no idea why they were there. When there is no order, when there is nothing sturdy, sound, and steadfast to stand on, it is nothing but pure confusion. Because you get several different voices saying several different things. No one can agree on anything. And then people start getting into the whole, well, this is my truth. So if it's my truth, then that's what needs to be believed. And then you get more people saying, well, okay, if that's your truth, well, this is my truth. We need to be able to accept each other's truths. That's not how that works. And Paul knows that. Paul knows that there's only one truth. He knows that if God is at the center, there will be no confusion. People will understand why they are doing what they are doing. And not only will they understand it, if they do it in accordance with God's word, there is no wrong. So, okay, to back up a little bit, I do want to say that people will say, well, I can kill in God's name. No. Murder is a sin. Well, I can lie in God's name. No. There are things, if it is wrong, if it is evil, God can have nothing to do with it. If it is good, if it is righteous, if it is pure and holy, that is what God is associated with. So if what people are doing is good and they're doing it in the true name of God, there is no confusion. So just wanted to make myself a little bit more clear on that point. So we're going to finish off this chapter tomorrow. I hope you find encouragement in this, and I hope you have a wonderful God-centered day. Bye.